Hello everybody, Jason Bird here with VDCI. I just wanted to walk you through how to use this VDCI drone scheduling document that I just created. Should be pretty straightforward, but I will just go through it with you real quick. Right here you've got the scheduling instructions. So what you're first going to do is you're going to select a treatment week from above. You may have to double click it or hit bookmark after you've clicked it one time. I'll show you that right here. So for example, May 31st through June 4th, next week, you can click here. You may have to click bookmark, which is going to take you down to the available time slots for the week. I have this set up for mornings and afternoons. I do ask that if you have anything over 40 acres, for example, if you've got a Tuesday and you've got 50-something acres, let's just request for Tuesday and request for Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon. That way I have adequate time to satisfy that 50 acres or plus 40 acres. Let's go over the next little part. So when you have selected a time that works best for you, let's say you decided to do Wednesday morning, I just ask that you basically take this information here and put it over here. Anything else you'd like to add, feel free to. If you have maybe some spot IDs you'd like to add there, that's great too. The phone number of the tech that I'd be involved with is also great. This is pretty open-ended, so I'm open to suggestions here. Just do your best to fill it with as much information as I need to get the job done. Upon completion of your request, let's just say that this was your request, what I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to highlight it like so. You can either right click it and hit comment, or you can highlight it, or you can highlight it and this little blue comment box does the same thing. Whatever you prefer is fine. What I ask you to do is highlight your time slot and just simply put request and comment. What that's going to do for me is it's actually going to send me an email within the next 5 minutes showing that you made a change to the document, and I will actually be able to approve your request that way. Chances are your request will be approved. I basically just did this just to help me get notifications of when somebody makes a change to the document. That's really the biggest thing there, but it will actually work as well for requesting and approving. I do ask that you give me at least 1 day notice. This is going to help tremendously with being able to allow me to charge my batteries properly and prepare the equipment for treatments. For example, some people might be using Vectomax, some might be using Metalarv, Nat30, whatever the material is. It actually requires different calibration for the spreader, so I do have to do a little bit of modifications, change out some of the condensers and whatnot to make it flow differently. So I do ask that I do ask for at least 1 day notice. So if it's a Thursday afternoon, as long as it's not too late, I could probably get you approved for Friday. I do just need a little bit of time. So if it's like Thursday at 9 o'clock at night, I'm obviously going to need more time than that. Just use your best judgment here. Preferably try and schedule things within 24 hours of when you want them treated. Another thing you guys need to be aware of is anything in Class B airspace to the surface requires what we call lank clearance. This sometimes can take up to 48 hours. Anything else in Class B that is 100 feet above ground level, I should be able to get lank clearance within an hour. Here are a couple links to some detailed sectional charts. This one's a very detailed one. I want to just show you what it is. So this is called Sky Vector. This is actually below Salt Lake City Airport. So you can see all this blue. That's considered Class B airspace. Like I said, it's kind of complicated. I won't get into much detail about how these sectional charts work because you guys really don't need to be able to understand. You guys don't need to know what's going on here. All you really need to know, and this is what AirMap actually shows, a little bit simpler version. This is Salt Lake City National Airport as well, or International Airport. If you zoom in far enough, you'll see these little red lines with zeros. This actually means this is Class B airspace all the way down to the surface, or 0 AGL. You'll see the surrounding numbers. There's a 50 and 100, 200, 250. What that means is it's Class B airspace starting at 100 feet AGL, 200 feet AGL, 250 feet AGL. Go over one more example down here by Provo. Kind of the same thing. 0 feet AGL to the surface, Class B, controlled airspace. Needs 48-hour link approval. 400 feet AGL, Class B. That means we can fly up to 400 feet before we are inside of Class B airspace. A lot of people like to think of it as like an upside down wedding cake. So you've got the top here, the second layer here, third layer here. As you get further away from the airport, obviously you get more uncontrolled airspace. So anyway, that's kind of just a rundown of how I want you guys to use this document. I believe it will work for the time being. If anything needs to be changed, or if you have any suggestions for some updates, just let me know. I'm open to suggestions, and hopefully we can move forward with this document and be able to satisfy everybody's needs. Thank you.